Right behind me are dozens of people enjoying themselves and working hard, much like the civilians of Pompeii 1,945 years ago in 79 AD. Unlike those people though, right behind me, the civilians of Pompeii met a sudden, tragic, and horrific ending by the eruption Mount Vesuvius. What caused this eruption? And what does it mean for America today are questions that I will be asking, and then I'm going to answer by talking to local specialists. So come join me on this ride as we learn about Mount Vesuvius.
To find out why Mount Vesuvius is the way it is, we must first look to the geographic setting of it. Mount Vesuvius is located along the Campian volcano arc, located right about here, and you can see that Mount Vesuvius is here and is located around other big volcanoes. Additionally, Mount Vesuvius is located right along the border of the European and then the African plates, and you have the boundary right here. But let's get out our pickaxes and dig a little deeper. When the African and Eurasian plates are meeting, the African plate is pushed under, and then as it goes under, you reach a subduction zone where the plate melts and then magma rises up. And because the magma is very viscous, it builds up a lot of pressure and causes violent explosions. And with each subsequent explosion, the volcano gets bigger and bigger. Much of what we know about the eruption of Mount Vesuvius is due to Roman historian Pliny, who, thanks to his detailed reports, have allowed us to put together this accurate simulation. He initially describes the eruption as being a high carrying amount of lava, ash, and debris into the sky, and as it went up, it propagated outwards into the city. Because of this, the effect it had on the neighboring towns was severe. Rocks fell and destroyed local wildlife and buildings, civilians dropping dead from the ash. He even described his own father, who traveled away from the island towards Vesuvius to Pompeii, and watched him die. There was no one left to survive. Upwards of 2,000 to 16,000 people may have been killed in the rampage of the volcano, leaving Pompeii as a ghost town, subject to Mother Nature.
Just like the city of Pompeii, I am standing next to a river. But unlike the city of Pompeii, I am still standing next to a river. That is because Mount Vesuvius, when it erupted, changed the course of the Sarno River, making Pompeii no longer a city of the river. This pivotal environmental change caused the civilians that had fled for safety to not return to their once lovely home, and the city, through the years, faded into mystery.
Though Pompeii was temporarily lost to time in the 18th century and 1700s, archaeologists rediscovered the lost city and noticed that the ash that had once destroyed the city and left it inhospitable acted as a preservation, saving not only the buildings, but the people, and the final poses that they made in their death. Like this one right here shows that they had dogs back then, and this dog died a painful death. And that families all were together in their dying moments